Planescape Torment. Last time, I entered the maze and tracked down Ravel Puzzlewell. And we had a very, very long conversation that proved to be very taxing on my current constitution. Regret them in the ritual, do I? I have, things didn't, they didn't end so well. On the last part, I didn't quite get to finish talking to her because I ran out of steam. So I've made my way back to that point in the conversation that I was at. Let us continue. So I did the first question here. Alright, so next is, what is this place? Ravel gestures around her. Once a maze of lifeless stone, it was featureless, but a small black seed was wound in my hair when I came to this place, and it grew strong amongst the stone, flourishing until it ran thick throughout the maze like the unraveling hair of a crone. And so this maze of another becomes my garden. Yeah, okay. Ravel voice seems to be really bad for me right now. It may require some modification. Alright, more questions. Why were you imprisoned, Ravel? I tried to help a lady, and kindly she did not take to it. The Lady of Pain? You tried to help her? My offering of help was unwelcome. I tried to set her free. Sigil is the cage. A city of doors and locks is a prison for her. It must be, mustn't it be? Why else call the city of Sigil the cage? And who is caged? The lady. A prison so small for one so great. Unjustness, wrongness, intolerable to torment a woman thusly. I think I know who should be in a cage. I tried to break the cage, let the lady go free. She makes a shooing motion, her expression becoming pained as she scatters invisible birds. Shoo, shoo, O pained woman, let Sigil's ring be broken so you might fly far from its filthy streets and the stupid daubers that dare not speak in words for fear their thoughts would be overheard. Ravel's hands slowly stop their shooing motion, and she gives a slow sigh. Before I could finish, I found myself here, and my memory is none the better for the trip. Much has slipped away, much forgotten. Yes, was. Revel smiles with her yellowed teeth. The dwindling of memory has become a comfort to these old bones. Much I have forgotten. I am fortunate in that I still remember you. Revel, but why did you try to free the Lady of Pain from Sigil?
Dated my journal.
Revel's voice drops, almost reprimanding. I resent anyone, even a power, being imprisoned, and think that everyone, whether stones, shores, or quiet-bladed ladies, should be free. Some have said, more fool I. Why risk such a thing, they said. Is that what you were trying to do when I met you so long ago? Were you trying to set me free? Quite possibly, life's chains and fear of death may have gripped too tightly on the man I knew. Knew then, Ravel picks at one of her jagged gray hairs, wrapping it around her finger. No liking for chains and cages does Ravel have. So I was caged somehow. Or chained? It sounds to me as if your memory is stirring, Ravel. Yes. Ravel blinks for a moment, and her black-veined eyes become duller, as if she had been struck with a heavy weapon. Her talon tightens around the gray hair so tightly it looks like she's about to tear it from her skull. Mayhap you were trapped, but it was no normal cage that held you. Do you have any idea what held me?
My journal.
Ravel looks confused and her face twists, as if she is fighting an unpleasant thought. I've forgotten. Mayhap a promise? No. Her finger tightens around her gray hair, and to your surprise there is a snap, like a twig breaking, and Ravel tears the hair from her head. A trickle of black blood worms from beneath her skull cap, and she hisses in anger. Ravel, are you alright? No more, will I say. Ravel's face wrinkles in pain. The talon covered with the blood-tipped gray hair, even plucked from her head, it looks jagged and stiff. I do not know, and no knowing shall I share. She stares down at you, the gray hair wrapped round her talon, and then she hisses, and flicks it to you. Take this, and leave the past where it lies, off man. Okay. Very well, Ravel. There's nothing more to be said on the matter. I had some other questions. The legends claim you're a powerful mage, Ravel. Can you teach me some of the art? I don't really want to become a wizard, so let's maybe skip that. Although, actually, I think that's it. Some other questions concerning my immortality, but I think this just puts me back on the track we were already on. Yeah. Oh, okay. Man, I stopped really close to the end of that. Well, I don't think that will have meaningfully shifted what we're about to get here, so... So yeah, she tells us how to leave, and then she tries to stop us from leaving.
You have forgotten your
Updated my journal. Teachings of Zerthamon, I have become stronger.
Okay, well, it looks like this is unfortunately inevitable. Running's not an option either. Alright, well, I'll save my thoughts for after I've, you know, survived this. I mean, hopefully this isn't too hard. Alright, well, we got spells and stuff. Now's the time, right? Just ball lightning up, and then what do you even do? I haven't really been looking at what you have. It's mostly just like healing stuff. Alright, just get in there, guys. I don't know. Good luck. Kind of wondering if having Dakon cast spells is better than him just attacking. He seems to do the most damage out of anyone anyway. Yeah, actually, fuck it. Just get in there. Things are loud. What the hell was that? Black sphere? Okay, I don't know what that does.
I will hear you.
Looks like they're asleep or something, or frozen, or they've got Z's coming off of them. I guess that means they're asleep. That's bad. I don't know what the hell's going on, man. Okay. Fall for Grace is about to die. That's cool. Dakon's also still asleep. Wonderful. No, they're back.
In all things.
How may I help?
Cure yourself. Just keep healing everyone. What does this do? Sure, yeah, cast prayer, that's probably good. That's like a buff would have been good to have earlier. I totally know what I'm doing here. Ouch.
I'm listening. Lend me strength.
These healing spells don't really give you a lot, do they? Oh.
Very well.
We got her, I guess. Alright, good job, everyone. That's different. What the hell is that guy? God damn it. Couldn't just be simple to get out of here, could it? Oh, cool, more of them. Good, yep. Yep, oh, one more. Great. Fantastic. Oh, this guy's still here. God damn it, hey. Rack off. Fiendish eye. The slitted red eyeball makes you uncomfortable just looking at it. It looks like it was taken from some huge reptile, and it's still moist, as if it was just taken from the unfortunate creature's socket. Black barbed necklace. String of black barbed seeds linked together by one of Ravel's long gray hairs. Looks to be a charm of some sort, but you're not sure what it does or how it functions. Art charms. Scroll of Blacksphere. This is the weird spell she cast that just like paused the game. 1 to 4 points of damage, +1 per level of caster, all creatures in 30 feet. Trapped for the duration. Okay. Seems kind of whatever. Ow. What the hell was that? Am I being attacked by something? What's going on? Hello? What the what?
All right.
How are they hitting me? What's going on? Oh no, wait, they're fighting each other? Oh. Well, that's fine. You guys can fight. I don't really care. Ravel's fingernail. It's a dagger, I guess? Twisted fingernail of extruded night hag skin. It's got to be one of the ugliest things you've ever seen. Its mottled green, red, and black surface is almost a foot long. Okay. And it seems like it was used alternately as a scratching aid, nose-picking tool, and gardening trowel. Looking at it makes you wish that Ravel did chew her nails, or at least had a nail file with her in the maze. I mean, you could just not pick it up, but I guess that's not on the table. Okay, well, let's talk about all of that, I guess, before I move on. Interesting build-up and subversion here that we had, I think. I mean, you basically hear nothing good at all about Ravel the entire time you're searching for her in Sigil. And I don't doubt that she was truly monstrous during her time in Sigil, but she clearly changed a lot with her time in the maze. Well, I suppose such a duration and isolation would drive anyone to madness. She clearly had, her memory was damaged. I don't know. I think the thing that sticks out to me the most is just how, I don't know, she just seems like hurt and lonely, you know? It's so, what a fascinating decision. What did she say? The outside world, it's a jagged thing? We got that a couple of times from her, right? She's known how to leave the maze for a long time and chose not to. You just wanted to be left alone, I guess. Well, mostly, with one notable exception. I think we're seeing the foundation of a rather disturbing pattern with Nameless One here. Yet another woman who claimed to love the Nameless One, and yet the Nameless One's actions didn't seem to reciprocate that particular feeling. More manipulative behavior. Did he really promise to come back to her and stay without any intention to do so? I'm going to guess. It's all a means to an end. Well, this is strengthening my theorizing about his psychological state. It really, I mean, maybe it is like coincidental that it seems to be largely women that he's been, you know, emotionally manipulating like this, but I kind of doubt it. Even the original Nameless One seems like he might have sucked really bad, I'm going to guess, because all of that stuff with Ravel must have happened before his personality fragmented, right? Well, if what we heard from Ravel is true, which I'm inclined to believe. She's unreliable only unintentionally. I don't think there was anything she said. She wasn't trying to be deceptive, but she might have misremembered some things possibly. But who are you, man? What is this? A shame about Ravel, but I guess there wasn't really any other way this could end. Well, from the player's perspective, it wouldn't be reasonable to give up on our quest here, I suppose. Because there's still a lot of questions that need answering, and I want those answers. And I suppose that is shared by Nameless One. But yeah, it would be kind of interesting if you had the option to just give up here, you know? She demands that you stay, and you say, okay, and then the game ends. I mean, it'd be kind of neat. I don't see why it shouldn't be a thing that you could do. And then yeah, immediately revealing the means by which to leave the maze, then demanding that you stay, and then also revealing that you cannot leave until she's slain. It kind of feels like maybe this outcome was what she was angling for, or expecting. Or she's just crazy, or some combination thereof. Again, totally understandable to have just kind of lost it after so much time. But it does seem like she wanted Nameless One to kill her. Man, I just kind of feel bad for her after all that. And that, about her breaking the cage, about wanting to set the Lady of Pain free? Is that true? Again, I don't really have any reason to believe that she was lying. But this was before she was imprisoned. All indications are that she was not so benevolent at that time, you know? Oh well. I guess we can never really know for sure. That's probably enough, wondering. We need to get the hell out of here. Let's get a move on. I actually kind of forgot what she said specifically about how to leave. We have to, like, walk off the edge somewhere, but we don't know where. Is that right? Well, it's not this way. Alright. I'm just gonna run around aimlessly for a while. Hopefully I'll figure this out. What if I just don't fight those guys? It's a crazy idea. The space beneath this brambled arch seems to show a large desert city, surrounded by great walls. This must be the prison Ravel mentioned. Oh, that wasn't too hard to find. Fold your arms around you like a cage and leap through the portal. Let's get the hell out of here. I don't know if there's anything else to find in that maze, but I doubt it. It's fine. What the hell is that?
Off with you. Dead I am.
Then Death's kingdom has sealed its gates to us both. Arise, crone.
Shh. Away with you. I'm dead, and no traffic with the living may I have.
I care little for how you die, but I warn you for the last time. Arise, or I shall slay you where you lie.
Bro, is that Tony J?
I had thought that dying at his hand would fulfill the requirements the past put forth.
You cannot have thought that one would have a chance. You were indulgent to let him think he was successful.
Powerful this incarnation is. And kill me he could have, but for a few tricks I possess. Fortunate was I.
Fortune abandoned you the moment I found you. Has your life prepared you for what is to come, hag?
I am not afraid. Not of the likes of you, ragged thing. Weak Ravel may be, but a few tricks has Ravel learned over the years, and I have known you would come.
What the fuck is going on? Wow, this is really going on, huh?
No longer shall you trouble existence with your presence, witch.
What the hell just happened, man? Oh, we're in the Outlands. Wait, I thought oh god. Oh man, things are happening really fast now, and I'm having trouble keeping up. Okay, alright, hang on. What the hell was that? Okay, so floating tree Wolverine showed up, and then Ravel wasn't actually dead. Fair enough, I guess. She had done that on purpose as well. She seemed, I mean, she gave a good she definitely, her memory definitely has been damaged to some extent, but she was more put together than she was presenting herself to be. That was her plan? She thought that she needed to be killed by Nameless One to fulfill something? What'd she say? The past? The pact? Something? What was it? And then what was he talking about? I couldn't even follow what the hell was going on, man. What the hell was that? Is that the thing? No, that doesn't... So, there was that thing. I'm reminded of the words in the tomb about there's someone that's been chasing me and trying to kill me, right? And to be honest, up until this point, I'd started to dismiss that. I thought, I don't know, Nameless one of his crazy past incarnations was probably just crazy and thinking about another version of himself or something like that. But what the hell was that? Who was that guy? It was Tony J, dude. That was awesome. Oh man, I didn't know he was in this game. God, I'm so glad to hear him. That's kind of weird. Right off the back of doing well, not right off, but like pretty soon after doing all that Legacy of Kain stuff. Man, he's so cool. But I'm like really lost all of a sudden. I'm gonna have to watch that back over again. I mean, I guess I'll get to when I edit this, but okay. Anyway, so yeah, apparently, well, according to Ravel, which this may not have been true, but yeah, this is supposed to be the maze prison of a Deva or something. But there's like people in here, so. Actually, it doesn't seem like a maze at all. Maybe she just said prison and she meant it in a less literal sense. The Outlands. Oh, here we are. In Cursed. Okay. Did we hear about Cursed somewhere? Is this one of the border towns or whatever? Dude, I don't know. I can't remember. Damn it.
Alright.
Where the hell am I? These heavy gates are locked, barred, and sealed. There's a large notice pasted on them that reads, "Quarantine in effect. No passage in or out of the city." Oh, good. Love that. Fantastic. Oh, man. Dude, I can't get over how Fallout this soundtrack is. Oh, it's really cool. Alright. You see one of Cursed's finest. He looks a little bored. What do you want? Don't you know there's a lockdown? What can you tell me about this place? We're under lockdown right now because of the plague. Don't know what's causing it, but we're quarantining sections of the town until we find out. You want something else? Cool, a plague. Wonderful, wonderful. Who's in charge? What? A burger? Burger? Okay, whatever. He's in the administration building. Good luck getting to him, though. You don't see anyone these days. His mind is definitely going someplace else. Huh. I'm looking for a Deva? And well, you're looking on the wrong end of the Great Ring, Bert, because even if there were one here, you'd not be finding it. It'd be locked away like a miser's gold. I see. I wonder if I should check in with my companions here. How's,
You watch your back here, okay? This place is filled with backstabbers.
Yeah, okay.
Hey, what's eating you, Chief?
He doesn't seem like he has anything to say about this place. Okay. Well, we can talk to Fall from Grace about what Ravel said to her, which is interesting. Well, why not, since we're here? Well, it's fresh. When we were in Ravel's maze, Ravel said you were tormented. Are you in pain? Fall from Grace is silent for a moment, her gaze becoming distant. When she turns back to you, her eyes are a strange shade of azure, a shade that speaks of sadness and tears. Ravel sees much with her black brambled eyes, some things which are hidden to others, even things about their own natures. She shakes her head slowly. Sometimes the pain makes itself known. I have learned it is a difficult thing to turn on one's nature. Are you going to be alright? She smiles very faintly and she meets your gaze. Yes, you are kind to ask. The pain still makes itself known, but I came to terms with my nature many centuries ago. Very well, Grace stops you before you can continue. I thank you for asking about my well-being. Your concern is not unwelcome. I just wanted to make sure you're alright. I had some other questions. Okay. Interesting. Anything else? I assume, yeah, this is also, we can ask Anna about it as well. I imagine she's not going to be nearly as forthcoming, but hey, well, whatever. In the maze, Ravel said you were tormented. What did she mean? Anna frowns. She meant nothing, she did. Balmy hag talk it was. Are you sure? It was nothing! If you don't know what she was saying, I don't either. Well, if you want to talk about it, I'm Anna's gaze drops for a moment. I don't know why I'm traveling with you. I don't know why I went with you to find Ravel. She frowns, but she seems more confused than angry. It makes no sense. It does, and I don't like it. Anna takes a deep breath. I think I've feelings for you. Feels strange, it does. I don't think I've ever liked anyone, but you... Anna gives a half-hearted shrug without meeting your gaze. I don't know what it is about you. I mean, you're daft a lot of times. You walk like your hips are broken. You're clumsy, you smell like a zombie, but... She says, I like you. Huh. There's, something, I don't know. It seems, again, there's something like unnatural about it. Or like, I don't know. Not in that way, but it's like there's this compulsion around Nameless One. Like, he has this effect on people, right? And I feel like Ravel implied as much, right? Although something about, I don't know, feeding off others' misery or whatever it was. I guess Nameless One just has RPG protagonist syndrome. It just makes people follow him around for no particular reason. It's something like that, probably. This choice feels like it's a bit precarious. I can't. I've been insisting. I was like, no, I'm not gonna try and ruin anyone else's life. I feel like Nameless One's done plenty enough damage as it is already, frankly. People that get close to him seem to end up having a really bad time. Think of the drama. No. I gotta be restrained. We gotta be disciplined about this. This is important. So, Anna, I care about you, but just not in that way. Anna frowns and glares at the ground. Maybe it's a blessed thing. It is too. Feeling for others will just get stabbed in places that don't heal. Anna, why didn't you say something? We could have settled this long, but... It's because I think you're doomed. Anna suddenly meets your gaze. I think you walk with chains, but you don't know it yet. So I feel for you. But I'm afraid for you, and that's killing me, it is. I don't want you to come to harm, but I don't know what I can do to stop it. So, I'll walk with you. Well, that was very honest, I appreciate you standing by me, Anna. Well... She falls silent for a moment, then shrugs. No matter. Alright then, Anna. Let's go. Well, that was... helpful. That's good. Alright. It's probably just those two. I think these two are... we only get to follow up with the female party members, right? Like, that's just... Oh, no, never mind. We got something from, for Dakon as well. Hooray! Dakon, Ravel called you a slave. What did she mean? The hag! She knows nothing! Dakon's blade ripples, and you watch as the edges become grayed and dulled. His face clenches, and he speaks through his teeth. It is not my will to speak of this. I want to hear you speak of it. In fact, Ravel said a number of things in that conversation which interested me. Know that your will is my will. When you speak, know that I must hear you. Know that your words may stay my blade or guide it to the throat of another. But what? Why? Dakon seemed to look through you as if meeting your gaze is unbearable. Your path is my path. I am chained to you. You're my slave? At the word slave, Dakon's face collapses in pain, as if he was struck, as if the word was a dagger stabbing at the core of his suffering. But why, Dakon? No, it is a long tale, and know that nothing is gained in the telling. I would hear it.
Updated my journal.
The people do not allow themselves to be enslaved to another in deed or chains. If we find ourselves in such a cage, we act to free ourselves even if it means we must endure another cage for a time. You performed a great service for me. In doing so, you enslaved me. I acted to free myself. Know that I surrendered my word and myself to act in your name until your death. But I can't die. That was not known to this one. I surrendered my word to him. I surrendered myself. Know that there is now nothing left that I may surrender except my life. Know now that I follow you only so I might die. What was the service I gave you that chained you? You saved this one's life. In exchange, your life became mine. How did I save your life? Upon the rolling plain of limbo, the people shape cities from the chaos with their thoughts. Know that there is no place for a divided mind. Dakon raises the blade from his shoulder and holds it before him. As he stares at it, it sharpens until it is almost as thin as a piece of paper. A divided mind is an unfocused mind. A divided mind fractures walls and weakens stone. As Dakon speaks, the edges of the blade corrode slightly, the metal misting and melting along the edges. Many divided minds may destroy a city. I understand. Long have I known the words of Zerthamon. Through my voice, many have come to know the words of Zerthamon. The Zerth protect the community from all threats, whether to the body or to the mind. They are the guiding stones in the chaos. So it came to pass that I spoke the words of Zerthamon without knowing the words of Zerthamon. It came to pass that I no longer knew myself. Wait, we already got this conversation, didn't I? So you doubted the words. No, I knew. Came in. Yeah. We've already gotten this dialogue. Came to doubt the... It's happened long ago. What happened to you? As I fell from the walls of Shrakat Lore, I know that myself was broken. My blade was missed, my mind divided. I was adrift upon Limbo's seas, and I wished to drown. I died for days, my mind awash in division, when death finally came to me. It wore your skin, and it had your voice. Me. You asked that I hear you. What did I say? Dakon, Zerth of Shrakat Lore, drowning, last wielder of the Karak blade. Know that I have come with you to the words of Zerthamon, carved not in the chaos, but in stone, carved by the will in an unbroken circle. Know that they are true, and know that your divided mind need be divided no longer. All you must do is take the stone, and you shall know yourself again. So you got the circle from me.
Updated my journal.
Yes, in knowing its words, I knew myself. What the hell? How did I do that? I just in the right place and just happen to know all the right things to say, and okay, I take it back. Nameless One manipulated a lot of people. It wasn't just the women. All right. What? How did this happen? I'm so confused. Tell me about the other me, the incarnation you knew. What was he like? Dakon's gaze travels through you, and he falls silent.
Updated my journal.
Know that he was different. Know that the differences were not marked on the skin, nor in the way of the weapon, nor in the attire that cloaked him. Know that he was different in the way of thought, and the means he acted upon his thoughts. His will became substance. Know that he saw others and did not see them. He knew only how they could serve him. His heart was treacherous, and it was cold, and never did its coldness burn him. Did it ever touch you, Dakon? Did he betray you? Dakon's blade begins bleeding into a dull, flat black, and you watch as edges like teeth begin sprouting from the edge of the blade. His face clenches, and he speaks through his teeth. It is not my will you know of this. I can just force him to tell me anything, though. And he doesn't want to talk about it. I feel like shit now, because every time he would be like, I don't want to talk about this, and be like, no, tell me about it. And he would do it, and I was like, oh, I convinced him. It's like, no. He feels like he doesn't have a choice. It's like an invasion, man. But I need to know, goddammit! I can't... I mean, it probably doesn't matter. It probably doesn't matter. Damn it. Fuck it, just tell me, man. I can't make informed decisions moving ahead if I don't have all the information. Tell me, Dakon, did he ever betray you? No, there were many treacheries. Any treachery upon me was by my hand, no other. Tell me, Dakon, what was the treachery? I surrendered my word to him. I surrendered myself. What are you talking about? Okay, this is the same thing. Where he's, yeah, alright. It just goes back to the same Same thing. How did you come to be in my debt, Dakon? Same thing, okay. Alright, let's, I mean, I don't know, maybe... I kind of want to keep him around, because, like, he's kind of been carrying the party, but I should at least try to let him out. I don't know, I don't think this is gonna work for some reason, but... Dakon, it doesn't have to be that way. I can release you. I no longer wish you to be a slave. Consider the debt paid. No. Dakon's forehead creases in pain, and his eyes stare through you. It is not your word that carries the weight, and your word will not free me. The word that chains me is mine. The torment is mine. I know in my heart that the chains remain. Words will not free them. Yeah, predictably. So... It's not your word that carries the weight, except in every other respect but this one. Yeah, alright. Is there any way you can be freed? You must die a final death, and your path is not death's path. There is no resolution to this matter. Vow. I swear I will find one, Dakon. I will find one that sets you free.
Dated my journal.
Dakon's voice becomes ragged, as if he has suddenly become sick. Know that you have added other words to my words. His expression is pained, and his gaze meets yours. Now you have chained us both. Well, yeah. It's only fair, right? We got some levels, just grab these quickly. More sneak. Oh, that's fine. Looks like a fighter level up to me. Cool, alright, episode over. That wasn't too bad. I mean, I think it was mostly... Maybe it was just the Ravel voice in particular that was the problem. Anyway, hopefully we'll be getting back to a regular-ish schedule from here. So, I'll catch you next time.